What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mandown Gardening. Today we are back in the AC Infinity tent, and this video is brought to you by AC Infinity. And if you guys are looking for any gear for AC Infinity, you guys can use code Mandown. It will save you 10% on all their products, and it's on their site. We are under the Evo 6 in the 4x4 smart tent, controlled by the Controller 69 Pro. I have two oscillating 6-inch fans, and it's being also with the 6-inch inline fan. And what we have here is one big Bruce banger that I'm trying to fill her out wall to wall. And today we are going to water her. And what I have here is some pH water, well, that and Stash Blend. It's pH down to 5.8, and we are going to give her about 6 or 7 liters today. Probably 6. I don't really want, maybe some runoff. Yeah, I'll probably hit her with some runoff, that way I can check it and see. The last time I checked it, it was at 6.5, and that was, I believe, the last watering or the watering before. So she's right in there, right where she needs to be. I'm gonna give her some of this Stash Blend and see if it will help with the two-toning. She is looking better though, I can tell you that. If you guys remember last week, she was looking a lot worse than this, but she seems to be coming around and she's starting to look good. The middle is all coming up now. So it was all hollowed out before, just because of all the big old fan leaves. So I'm definitely happy with that. And we're just gonna turn her a little bit. And I gave her one before this one, so this will be number 3. I put a bucket of water in here to raise the humidity up just a little bit more. It seems to help, because down here I'm in my basement and the humidity is only like 40% right now, so everything helps. Right before I opened the tent, it was at 60%, so with me watering the plant, this is definitely going to raise it up some more too, so it'll be okay. It'll be perfect, actually. But thank you guys for smashing the last video I put out by AC Infinity. We got almost 3,000 views in 2 days. That's awesome. Thank you for all the comments and the likes and all the interaction and stuff like that. I greatly appreciate it. You guys killed it last week. Look at this one. I'm just leaving it. I don't even know why. I should take it off, but it's freaking huge. We'll just leave it. It's not bothering nobody. I am gonna come in this week. What is today? Today is Saturday, so I'll come in probably Monday or Tuesday, and I'm gonna put a trellis up, and we'll start stretching her out, and we'll see how she does. I know that some of her branches are pretty stiff, so it might be a little challenge. Maybe a couple of them branches I won't be able to pull back as far. Like these will be fine. It's that big old tree over there. That's the one I'm worried about, but I'll try to get her down as far as possible. I'll do a little bit more defoliation and we'll see what's up. But I'm gonna finish watering her. I'm gonna let that sit for a second. That's 4. Probably give her at least 2 more, maybe 1 more, or so 3, and that'd be 7. Because I don't fill this is a 1 liter. I don't fill it all the way because it makes a mess all over everything, and I don't want that. So I'll probably hit her with 7 and it'll equal about 6. But we'll check back in a couple days and we'll see how she's doing. Smash that like as always, guys. Thank you. What's up, guys? We're back. It's day 70 for this girl, and she is throwing me for a loop. She is not making no sense to me. I hit her with a dose of Stash Blend yesterday, I think it was. And then overnight, like, this leaf is like this, and this one is like that, and it was not like that. And this one, she's yellowing, so I'm gonna go back to Green Rush. Her next watering, which will probably be tomorrow, and I'm gonna feed her a dose of Green Rush. She's obviously went through that Gaia Green that I gave her. The Strawberry Kush looks nothing like this. I don't know, and I've given them both the same exact stuff. As far as feeding and everything, like they're twins, you know, because they're both in 10-gallon pots. This one's in a plastic pot though, that one's in a fabric pot, so that could be a difference. I'm not sure, but she is definitely throwing me for a loop. I put up the trellis net yesterday and started tucking her so the middle can catch up all the way. And I want to get her healthy quick because I want to flip her real soon, because I just want to get this one over with. I'm not quite understanding her. She's not talking to me, guys. It's tripping me out. So if you guys have any ideas, I'm going to hit her with a lower pH a couple times and see if that's it. But I tested her runoff and it was 6.44 yesterday. So the runoff is good. Like the soil, it's not hot. She's just, I don't know. I'm stumped. But I don't even know what to say. I'm so stumped. That's funny. So I don't know. I guess we'll be back tomorrow when I water her, and I'm gonna hit her with a lower pH like I said, and then I got the recharge in. Well, I'm gonna feed her tomorrow. That's what the next time I water her, she's getting a dose of Green Rush Grow, and we'll see if that greens her up at all. And then the following water, I'm gonna hit her with a dose of Recharge. I got that in yesterday, and we're gonna hit her with a good dose of that. See if that'll help her at all. And I'm just gonna try to tuck her down a little bit. These branches are so freaking, they're hard, so there's not really much tucking I can do right now. I'm just gonna let her grow into it a little bit and tuck where I can. But then her par is, you know, like the light, a couple of people said maybe it's too much intensity. But the light's not even, I mean, she's only getting 450 par, so not even that now. So I don't think it's that. She's definitely has a thing, but I'm just not quite sure what it is. But we're gonna try to nurse her back to health. Maybe the Green Rush Grow. I'm gonna hit her with a dose of CalMag as well, and some seaweed extract. We'll mix all that together. Nice little cocktail, and we'll give it to her probably tomorrow or the following day, but we'll check back then, and we'll see how she's doing. Smash that like as always, guys. Thank you. Later. What's up, guys? We're back. It's day 73, and so let's see here. 2 days ago I came in here and I gave her a dose of Green Rush, seaweed extract, and CalMag. I pH'd it down to 5.4 and hit her with that. She is starting to green up with that, but I have found out, my buddy over at We Pop Smoke, I sent him a picture because you could see the end leaves, and then like this stuff. See that discoloration in the leaf? And he was like, check for bugs. Check for bugs. He said something's definitely eating that. So I got my handy dandy little microscope out, and I couldn't tell at first. because my hand shakes so bad, so it's hard for me to see. But then as I started to really do some data checking for thrips to see what they look like at different stages in their life, it became more and more apparent that I have thrips in this plant. So I dug these out yesterday and I put them in. And let's see here. Can you guys see the black spots right here? So I put that under my jeweler's loop and they are definitely thrips. So I ordered some thrip spray 2 days ago. It won't be here until Sunday. So this plant is totally by herself, quarantined. I hope it doesn't spread to the other tents, but I did have another plant in here and I think that's where it came from. I'm not 100% sure. I've never had a pest problem in my garden, and this is my 4th run, but this girl definitely has thrips. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give her one hell of a haircut. Like any leaf that has this shit on it, I'm taking off completely. So like, I mean, I'm gonna end up vegging this one at least for 100 days, at least. Or, I mean, I could spray her all the way down and then just flip her and get it over and done with. But I really need to, you know, when this plant's done, sanitize this tent 100%. And, yeah, I've been slacking in that area, I'm not gonna lie. And now I've got a problem. So if you guys have never seen thrips, because I've never seen them before, this is what they leave. What they do is they get on new growth and they start piercing the top of the leaves and sucking out all the sap. And what it does, well, they say on the bottom of the leaves too, like, so you can see that too. And they do it and they spread quick. I think, what was it, 14 days I think it was, or 19 days, somewhere in between there. That's all it takes for them to reproduce. And as you can see, I mean, there's a bunch down here and there's a bunch on that one on both sides too. And that's just from one day. So I can only imagine how much is in the plant actually. So that won't be here until Sunday, and I plan on getting this up before then for you guys. So next week's video will be, I'll show you guys like the process, because I don't even know 100%. I know you spray down the leaves, whatever ones are going to be left, because I'm definitely going to heavy defoliate this girl and try to knock them out that way too. I mean, I'm not going to strip her completely 100% bare, but I am going to give her one hell of a trimming, because once you get them, I know Ribby over at Green Magic Gardening, you know, he's been dealing with this for months, and that's something that, I mean, I just don't, it sucks. But it's very possible I'm gonna get some nematodes as well. I was reading up on there, thanks to a viewer, 10 million nematodes, and then put that on the soil as well. She don't need no water today, so I'm not gonna do anything. But when I gave her, I mean, I can tell just in 2 days, her growth is definitely coming back fast. We just need to get rid of these thrips. And yeah, I'm not 100% how I'm going to do it. 100% sure how I'm going to do it yet. But like these, like this crap, anything like with all that, that's signs of thrips. So if you guys have never seen them or had them, this is what you look out for. And they also leave like a silvery, so instead of it being like this color, you know, like the pale color, they leave silvery streaks as well, and that's just from them sucking out all the sap and the nutrients and shit in these. And we don't need that. I mean, she's already has a deficiency, and this very well could be why she's acting the way that she's been acting. I don't know how long it's been in there, but I went back and I looked at the beginning of this clip. I need to go and look at the last week's clip and see if I see him in the leaves then too, because I honestly don't know exactly how long, because I've never had a problem with pests. This is the first time. So we're gonna try to eradicate these little bastards, and tomorrow for her watering, I'm gonna come in and I think it's just gonna be straight, yeah, it will be straight water because I gave her Green Rush a dose last time. So then I'll give her straight water. I'll hit her again with another dose of Green Rush Bloom. Grow, I'm sorry. And see if we can green whatever leaves are left up and get her healthy, knock these thrips out, and then flip this girl into flower. So if you guys can, smash that like as always, and we'll be back probably tomorrow. Later, guys. What's up, guys? We're back. It's day 74 for the Bruce Banger, and this is 2 days after I gave her that cocktail of Green Rush, seaweed extract, and CalMag. And she's definitely greening up, but the thrips, you can tell, are getting worse. So I really need to get that spray in. I'm gonna leave these leaves until I get this spray. I'm not gonna defoliate her or give her a haircut, aka until I get that spray. I would just rather let them be on the leaves that they're already on. I mean, I'm sure they're on all of them, but there's nothing really I can do until then. But it's definitely thrips. I caught some more today, or overnight, and I can, when I looked at this yesterday, now you guys can really see it. Those little black things, those are all little baby thrips. Well, they don't have wings yet. I don't see anything flying yet. So, that's a good thing, I guess. I don't see them in my other tents either yet, but that could be because they're all babies and they just haven't gotten big enough yet. But today we're gonna come in here and hit her with the dose of recharge. I also put 1 cup, 16-ounce cup of worm castings on top because I'm gonna end up vegging this one at least, I mean, I'm not gonna say at least, but hopefully for no longer than 30 more days. So she's gonna eat right through that. And I'm just gonna continue out with Green Rush on this plant because she's really liking it. So yeah, I don't know how many liters I'm gonna give her today, probably about 6. Because that seems to be like her cutoff point is about 6. If I go like 7 or 8, then I have some runoff. So I'm not gonna try to get any runoff today. But I put 1.5 teaspoons of recharge in here for about 2.5 gallons. And I pH'd it down to, it's at a lower pH, 5.5. And we will, just for this last watering at 5.5, 5.4. And then I'll go back to the normal that I've been doing, about 5.8 to 6.1. Somewhere in between there. But we're just gonna come in today and we're gonna water her and feed her this recharge and these worm castings, and hopefully this will even green her up even more, get her even more healthier, and we'll be on our way. So in next week's episode, guys, I will be showing spraying her down, defoliating her, you know, cleaning up these infected leaves really bad. I'm gonna take all this lower stuff off and then give her the chance to grow back all new leaves and hopefully eradicate these thrips and get them out of here. But she's definitely taking off again, so that's good. I cranked up the light to level number 7. We have 3 more levels to go, but I can lower the light. You know, her power is over 500 now. We're in late veg, so that's perfect. It's not hurting the plant whatsoever. This Evo 6 is pretty badass. If you guys are interested in one of these lights or anything by AC Infinity, don't forget, you guys can save 10% by using my code Mandown, and it directly helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. I thank you to all who's used my codes. I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And it helps me to be able to bring you guys more content. Mandown is going in a different direction in 2025. We're gonna have a lot better stuff. I'm gonna be staying focused and not veer off. So if you guys can, smash that like as always. Leave me a comment, an emoji, anything. And we'll be back next week and we'll try to get rid of all these strips, but she's definitely looking a lot better than the beginning of this episode. So I'm going to keep going in that direction. I'm going to finish watering her out and stuff, and we'll just go from there. So I'll see you guys next week. Have a safe and happy New Year's Eve, and we'll see you then. Later, guys.